tonight's featured game on State Farm Prep Sports.
In double overtime in a Rutherford County classic, the Blackman Lady Blaze go back-to-back. We may never see this again. What a game.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! The Single Stars are the state champions in baseball. What an inning. He struck out the side. Can you believe that?
TAB award-winning veteran broadcasters Brian Barrett, John Dinkins, and the Primetime Sports team are standing by to take you to the game.
And the Middle Tennessee Christian School Cougars are state champions here in 2023.
He's got it. And Eagleville has won a state championship in baseball. And they did it really convincingly.
The Oakland Patriots have won back-to-back-to-back state titles. Their 7th state championship.
Now, let's get to tonight's prep game on News Radio WGNS.
And a pleasant on the beautiful campus of Eagleville High School, downtown Eagleville. You can't beat it. I'm John Dinkins along with Brian Barrett, where tonight we'll have the battle here of district foes, actually the championship game between Eagleville and Moore County on WGNS State Farm Prep Sports. And this is the Primetime Sports Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day. They've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. Brian, I was a little thinking maybe this might be a tough game to get in. Hopefully the rain is through for the night, and we'll be able to get this one in.
Yeah, it is rather cloudy. We did see the sun pop out a time or two here this afternoon, but temperature maybe a little bit cooler than we've experienced in the last few weeks, being in the low 60s, but don't think it's going to get too much cooler than it is right now. And honestly, John, there is one little blip that's maybe 2 or 3 miles wide up toward Franklin and moving to the northeast, and one in Hohenwald. And other than that, there's really not anything here. So I think we're in good shape here early on. And part of the reason, maybe, to beat the rain was to start this game at 4:30. It is the championship game, and they've had to deal with some rain here, and they played a game yesterday. Moore County did, played to get to this game. And they're coming out of the losers bracket, so that does give them some wiggle room to get 2 in if possible. But they beat Fayetteville yesterday by a final of 4-2, and these are the last 2 teams left in District 9A. Now they're fighting for a district championship and seeding going into the region tournament. And what we found out as well is whoever wins the region or the district tournament here will host the region tournament. It is District 9's year to host this year. So we'll see how all of that works out here after this afternoon's game.
Well, I'll tell you this, the field looks great. The infield is great. I imagine they did the old tarp pool several times over the weekend, but it looks great today. And it's going to be Jacob Sweeney pitching for Eagleville, and he'll be opposed by Aiden Webster for Moore County. We'll be back after this timeout. We'll take a look at the starting lineups, and we'll also have our Rick's Barbecue County Roundup as State Farm Prep Baseball continues.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
True Blue Raider fans don't settle for just any gear. They shop at Raider Tees, specializing in Middle Tennessee apparel and accessories. No distractions, just pure Blue Raider pride. From t-shirts and hoodies to decals, stadium chairs, and exclusive designs you won't find anywhere else. We've got it all. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road right across from MTCS and gear up today. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
It's time now for the Rick's Barbecue County Roundup here on the Countdown to First Pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. At Rick's Barbecue, quality comes first, serving up fresh, never frozen meats, slow smoked the old-fashioned way over real hickory wood. Whether it's pork, chicken, beef, you'll taste the difference in every bite. Don't forget to try fan favorites like wings, slaw dogs, and loaded baked potatoes. From the pit to your plate, Rick's Barbecue is ready to serve up a meal you won't forget. Stop by today on Warrior Drive, just off South Church Street, and taste the tradition. Brian has an update on all the games that are going on tonight. Mostly, I believe you said it was softball and this one baseball game tonight.
Yeah, I can tell you that there is another baseball game. But they're not playing tonight. So yes, that would be the case. It's been hard to keep up with all of the different districts and what is going on in terms of baseball. But by virtue of Stewart's Creek baseball's 5-2 win over the number 1 seed Cookeville, they move on, and I think they play tomorrow. So the dates are wrong on the bracket that I have, but I believe that's right. So we'll see how that works out. Softball tonight at Stewart's Creek. Stewart's Creek will play Cookeville at 7 o'clock. At 5 o'clock at Smyrna and Wilson Central. Winners move on. Got to see Wilson Central softball as well as Stewart's Creek and Smyrna here in the last few days. That's going to be pretty big games right there. Laverne softball will play in an elimination game versus the loser of the Stewart's Creek Cookeville game. So that's kind of what's going on over there. And over in District 8 4A softball, Blackman and Siegel are playing. I'm sorry, that's the wrong tournament. There it is. Rockville and Oakland are playing tonight at 7 o'clock, with Siegel and Riverdale playing at 5 o'clock. And the Siegel-Riverdale game, that's an elimination game. The winner moves on. If you lose, your season is done. And Rockvale will take on Oakland. The winner of that game will play Blackman tomorrow at 7 o'clock. And by the way, the championship, the loser's bracket game is at 7 on Wednesday. And then Thursday, the championship game in District 8 4A. We do plan to have some softball for you later this week if it all works out. And, of course, the other district, John, Districts 8 4A, they have completed their district and are awaiting the 7 4A results to get ready for the region tournament this weekend.
Well, I know one thing. It is very confusing.
Yes.
I'm not sure you helped me, but I think you did. Yeah.
There was a lot of information there, at least.
It sure was. And here, Brian, you've got the starting lineups tonight, brought to you by Winners Trophies, Fans Heating and Air, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates.
Well, for those folks who have been a long-time Rutherford County sports fan, you may remember Janice Morey. She was over at Oakland High School with her husband, Randy. Well, Randy's now at Moore County, so he is the head coach at Moore County. And leading off for them will be Cole Taylor, the center fielder. It'll be Aiden Webster pitching and batting second. Batting third, Peyton Martin, the first baseman. It's Braden Works DHing in the 4-hole. Jay Sparkman will play second and bat fifth. Batting sixth will be Ethan Walls, the third baseman. And in the 7-hole, it's Landon Smith, the catcher. Blakely Bobo will play right field and bat eighth. And batting ninth will be Colton Morey, the shortstop. They are DHing for the left fielder, Luke Stevens. So for Moore County, Taylor, Webster, Martin, Works, Sparkman, Walls, Smith, Bobo, Morey. So for Eagleville of Brandon Bassam, the 3-time defending state champion Eagleville Eagles, leading off with Maddox Bolden. He is the shortstop. Spencer Robbins will play second and bat second. It's Brady Burns playing third and batting third. Carson Knowles will catch and bat in the cleanup spot. Brody Gleason playing in right field, batting fifth. It's Marshall Spann batting sixth and playing left field. Colton Bassam batting seventh. He is your first baseman. Batting eighth, Elijah Watkins, the DH. And Adrian Severi will play center field and bat ninth. They're DHing for Jacob Sweeney, the pitcher. So your lineup for Eagleville: Bolden, Robbins, Burns, Knowles, Gleason, Spann, Bassam, Watkins, and Severi. And that is a look at your starting lineups. Again, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, JHA Company, that's Josh Houston and Associates, as well as Winners Trophies.
Well, of utmost importance, the concession stands is open, and you have a cheeseburger. I have a fried bologna sandwich.
Oh.
The only thing I should have asked for cheese, I didn't ask for cheese on mine, but you don't don't know if you get bologna super thick.
That's very true. I had my wife got that for lunch yesterday, and I had a bite or two of hers.
Oh, so that's why you went with the cheeseburger.
I had my taste of it.
That's okay. Don't be nibbling over here if you get hungry.
I've already taken a bite out of it.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Those starting lineups, as we mentioned, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company. And we thank all of our sponsors for we're getting into the nitty-gritty now, Brian, and this is the time of year where I get really excited because you don't know where you're going to be, when you're going to be there, and an exciting time to do radio and sports.
Well, on the schedule for Wednesday and Thursday, John, it just says prep sports all day. So, I mean, I don't have times or games or exactly what's going to happen. So that's exactly that time of the year. You're battling brackets and tournaments, plus you're battling weather. And this year has been one of those years. Siegel got in and they finished the 8-4A tournament in baseball. Turf may have had something to do with that and the teams being close by. But some of these tournaments like Stewart's Creek traveling all the way to Cookeville, you've got to be cognizant of teams that have to travel a long way. So that makes it a little harder to get them in. So it's been really wild trying to keep up with everything. But glad to be here at Eagleville for the Moore County Eagleville game. Moore County, the Raiders, by the way, and, of course, Eagleville, the Eagles.
Well, Eagleville did a super job of getting games in over the weekend. I'll have to say that for them because it was Saturday was nasty. I mean, just a nasty day. Wasn't necessarily severe weather, but I think one night the teams had a little lightning too, some lightning delays. So
Saturday they didn't get anything in here, but they thought they had a chance to do that. But it still teams had to travel, so they made the decision to play last night, which was a good decision for everybody.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll come back with first pitch here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
Here's your Little Caesar slices and sticks, half Italian cheese sticks, half pepperoni pizza.
It's the world's greatest combination.
Carl? How could you?
Sorry, PB&J. I wanted to try new things.
No!
Do some for yourself.
Yes.
No! Get hot and ready slices and sticks for $6.99. Walk in and walk out between 4 and 8 p.m.
Little Caesars Pizza is a proud supporter of all Rutherford County High School athletes. Be sure to visit your Murfreesboro Little Caesars today.
Pizza. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today brought to you by Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Dana Womack in Murfreesboro at 805 South Church Street between Farm Credit and the Post Office. Don't forget you can listen at 1019, 100.5 WGNS Radio, wgnsradio.com. And you can listen, and we'll update the scores on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch channels. Won't be able to view, but you will be able to follow along with the audio, and we'll get the scoreboard all fixed up for you throughout the evening. And John's going to actually bring you the first few innings here between the Eagles and the Raiders. Eagleville and Moore County in the District 9A championship game as Jacob Sweeney finishes up a few warm-up tosses. I think you've warmed up, so you got a bite in anyway of your bologna sandwich.
Well, I just wanted to see it's fabulous,
superb.
There may be a second one in the offing tonight.
That good, huh?
That good. Jacob Sweeney's the right-hander getting his warm-up tosses in for Eagleville today on this. Well, turned out to be a sunny afternoon, at least so far. He'll be his catcher will be Knowles. Bassham will be at first. Robbins at second. Bolden's at short. Burns over at third. Marshall Spann is in left. Adrian Severi in center, and Gleason is in right field. So that's your defensive alignment. 330 down the left field line and the 325 the right field line. 355 dead away center. And we're about ready to get this thing underway as Cole Taylor is getting ready to step in. These teams have met, what, 4 times, I think?
This is the 4th, yeah.
And there have been a lot of one-run. I think there was only one lopsided win for Eagleville, and the rest of them have been tight. So
the last two of the 3 have been one-run games. So it's definitely been a race here in the district. One game was 17-5, but every other game has been tight.
So Cole Taylor going to step in there, the center fielder for Moore County. Open stance as he steps in. Sweeney has a little stretch there, goes on. He's a right-hander. And the first pitch is a strike right down the middle, 0-1.
Well, our time of the game, 4:31.
And the pitch. Just got a piece of it, fouled it back. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, John, today are days that you pray for in March, and you feel like they're kind of chilly in May. Isn't it kind of weird how the season goes?
I've always maintained that March weather is different than May, though.
Yeah.
Swinging a foul. It could be the same temperatures, but May always seems warmer. Maybe it's just me mentally, I guess.
Well, I don't know that you're not too far from the truth. It feels warmer than 63 right now to me.
Yes. 0-2. Here's the wind in the pitch. Breaking pitch stails up a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's, let's see, 3 championships in a row for Eagleville, which they're going for number 4 if they can get the spring fling. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. So good start here for Sweeney as Taylor goes down swinging. Brings up Aiden Webster, the opposing pitcher tonight.
Next up for the Raiders, number 26,
I was talking in the
Webster.
dugout with not only Coach Bassam but Coach Todd Williamson, and Mac Hawk's name came up, and then that reminded me, Todd spent some time over at Oakland.
He did, yeah.
And I'll tell you when.
Pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
He was there in the late 90s, early 2000s, and to which Bassam said, though that's why they won. That was in that back-to-back Oakland 2 championships there.
Pitch a fastball in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the first between Eagleville and Moore County. Well, he spent some time as an administrator at Oakland Middle.
That's right.
And that was a good time for his kids. One played golf and one, I think, played baseball. And he decided to get back into teaching and get away from administration once they graduated. So
not many people take that route.
No. Pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he did say, you know, we were talking about various things, and he said, well, Mac and I usually play golf over the summer.
Yeah, I think they do during the winter, too, some. Pitch is high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jacob Sweeney getting the call. I would think it's probably every man on deck here tonight. The 3-2. Boy, he may have swung at ball 4 there, and it's still 3 balls, 2 strikes as he fouled it back.
I think Coach Morey thought that too. Just trying to stay alive.
Sweeney, the sign from Knowles, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Good hard fastball, and it's a second strikeout for Sweeney. So very good start for him. And it brings up Peyton Martin, the first baseman.
Now batting number 23, Peyton Martin.
I've never been at a game out at Eagleville baseball that I didn't enjoy. They've got us in a good spot, and fans are around us. Swing and foul back to the screen, 0-1. You seem more relaxed. I don't know. I don't know why, but I know why. Not assembling cameras tonight. Swinging a foul down the line.
Stewart's Creek played Wilson Central yesterday in baseball, thanks Todd Harris. It's been kind of wild trying to keep up with. So they are in the championship game.
Sweeney's out in front. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 out. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball upstairs, 1-2.
Of course, that puts them in the region tournament. And if they win tonight, they're playing tonight, they'll be the district champs and will host the region starting Friday.
And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Going to have to throw him out. I don't think that's going to be a problem because he stopped running, and the inning is over. 3 consecutive strikeouts to start the top of the first for Eagleville. Eagleville coming to bat here in the bottom of the first. No score.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and set your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Auto, renters, frankly, any kind of insurance. I've got your back. Call me at 615-873-1700.
Renters, when you combine State Farm auto and renters insurance, you save an average of $642. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and I'm ready to help you combine auto and renters insurance and save. Call me at 615-459-2683.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today on 1019, 100.5, WGNS and wgnsradio.com, as well as Big G TV, brought to you in part by Sir Pizza, Winners Trophies, and First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We do have some games that are slated to happen this afternoon, and in no particular time, or they're happening today. Smyrna is playing Wilson Central, and Stewart's Creek will play Cookeville in softball tonight. Oakland will entertain Rockvale. That's at 7 o'clock. 5 o'clock, it's Siegel and Riverdale. Riverdale hosting their, Stewart's Creek hosting their softball. And this is the only other baseball game other than Central Magnet in Lawrence County this evening. And that's pretty much it in terms of the baseball on the schedule so far.
Bottom of the first. Jacob Sweeney looked very impressive in that first inning. And Aiden Webster's on the mound. He came up to bat. He's a little guy, but he can throw strikes and throw down, and we're about ready to get the bottom of the first underway. Maddox Bolden's going to lead it off. He's the Eagleville shortstop.
Leading off for the Eagles.
We're drenched in sunshine right now, John. It's turned out to be a gorgeous afternoon.
I may have to come out of this sweatshirt.
Well, if I do, I'll be in my birthday suit. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Don't do that, whatever. Bolden's a left-handed batter. Steps in there against Webster. Here's the wind, and the pitch from the right-hander is outside a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Their colors, by the way, are Carolina blue and white. Maroon and white for the Eagles.
The 1-0. Fastball, half swing. Down grounder to short. The throw to first is in time. He's held on to the bag. That's first baseman Martin. He's doing the catching of Adam Webster. I think that was kind of a didn't mean to swing.
It was either that or it was going to be a checkup, you know, and the bat hit the ball.
Here's Spencer Robbins, the second baseman, and the pitch to him. Strike called on the outside corner, 0-1. Just nibbled that corner. We got trouble coming over here, Brian.
I know.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, lined into left, a base hit. Solid single for Robbins here in the first.
Next up at Eagles.
It's going to bring up Brady Burns.
Brady Burns.
I bet Dennis, he doesn't even need a pass. I mean, he just walks in.
Just walk in.
Yeah. He is Eagleville through and through. Here's Brady Burns, third baseman. Played on the basketball team as well. Right-handed hitter, and a good one. The pitch. Ball's outside and throw down and runner back.
One of the several seniors on this team. Boy, what stories he's going to have at the reunion.
Wow, are you not kidding me? Wow. Well, I was on 3 championship teams, maybe 4. We'll see. Pitch is down low. I asked Brady at a basketball game sometime in, I think it was January, said, "Do y'all think you can do it again?" Without hesitation, he said, "Yes." That's confidence.
That is confidence.
But after you won 3 titles, I guess you can. There's a throw over, runner back. Ball gets away, and Robbins is going to get the second. I don't think that's an error on the throw necessarily, but he didn't come up with it. Got to give an error to somebody. Let's go E3. We don't know him. I can't make them mad. 2-0 to Brady Burns. The wind and the pitch. Swung on, driven out to right field, deep. That ball's still going. It's up against the wall. Burns has got a double, and he's going to have an RBI to go with it. And he's standing there with a one-out double. Boy, he stroked that ball to the opposite field.
I thought it had a chance of going out. Kind of hung up a little bit, but it was hit very, very well.
Number 7, Carson Knowles.
Second hit of the inning, and here's Carson Knowles, the catcher. Going to get a runner for Brady, I believe, or maybe a glove. I don't know.
I think it's his
running pad, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lead at second, and Knowles the batter. And the pitch to him. Swung on, line shot into left. They'll probably hold Brady there at third, and runners at first and third. So 3 consecutive hits, and the Eagles are rolling right now.
And Coach Morey out really quick.
Courtesy runner, number 17, Alex Kicker Bryant.
And we're going to have Alex Bryant, John. He is one of those seniors on this team, come out, and he is going to be running.
Running for the catcher.
First.
And it brings up Brody Gleason, the right fielder, batting in the number 5 spot for Eagleville. And already we've got a powwow, so here you go.
Yeah, those are brought to you, of course, by Ideas Tees. Ideas Tees.
They moved, you know.
Not bullpen call, not yet, as the umpire's going out. But yes, they have moved. And they are located now at 111 East MTCS Road. That's right across from MTCS. So you turn off of Memorial, go right as you're going to the school, then to the left, right behind the Regions Bank, you'll find Ideas Tees and Raider Tees. So Raider Tees, officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider Tees, polos, hats, and at Ideas Tees, anything from screen printing, school spirit wear, embroidery, specialty items, and much more. It's Ideas Tees, Raider Tees in their new home, 111 East MTCS Road.
So Webster in a jam, runners at first and third, only one out. He checks the runner at first, now the pitch to the plate. Strike called. Well, that was at the very bottom of the plate there for the strike. 0-1. Eagles have 3 hits, 1 run on 3 hits, and he's not out of this inning yet. From the stretch, Webster throws over to first, runner back. And I'm not sure Bolden, if he just had a full swing, would have had a hit. That was struck pretty well for a half swing.
Well, they only got him by a half a step.
Yeah, the pitch. Runner going, throw down is going to be safe. Drop the ball, and here comes the slide in and the score from Burns. Alert base running by Brady Burns, and it's 2-0 Eagleville.
Well, that's called efficiency, John, and it was almost like, you know, try the double steal, and when they made the decision to throw down to second, that's when Burns took off.
You know, I thought that they had him initially, but
well, they did, but he dropped the ball.
Yeah. 2-0 Eagleville. We're in the bottom of the first. Another duck out there on the pond, you might say. Webster checks the runner, the pitch. Curve swung on, popped up into right field, medium right field. The catch is made, and holding there at second is Bryant.
Yeah, right fielder Bobo didn't make the throw in, but he caught it and looked him back. And I don't think Bryant wanted to take a chance.
He wasn't going anyway, I wouldn't think. Not on that too shallow, I would think.
Well, Mr. Spann has an RBI opportunity, though.
Indeed, Marshall Spann, the left fielder. And the first pitch to him is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Webster's given up 2 runs, still 3 hits. He's got an open stance, Mr. Spann. He's another one's going to have a lot of stories to tell. Swung on, drilled into right center field, and the catch is made out there by Taylor, and the inning is over. But not before Eagleville comes up with 2 runs on 3 hits. There was an error and 1 left. We've played 1. Good news from Eagleville. Eagleville 2, Moore County nothing.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service. From personal tax preparation to business bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes, at Craig's Tax Service, our staff is here to help.
Get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
As a former Siegel Star football player, I know the importance of the high school sports experience. Good luck to all county student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Coverage from Eagleville, State Farm District Championship Baseball on 101.9, 100.5 WGNS, wgnsradio.com, and Big GTV, brought to you in part by the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. 2-0 Eagleville. Top of the second we go, John.
And it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Braden Works, Jay Sparkman, and Ethan Walls to face Sweeney. Stake to a 2-0 lead. First pitch is down low, 1 ball, no strikes. I'm sure that cheeseburger's good, but that Sam bologna, wow. The pitch, swung on, had a good cut, fouled it out of play. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. I wonder if Dennis gets that seat all the time. That's probably his seat. Ball's inside. I think that was a no. 2 balls and a strike. Boy, his son could play some football, I'll tell you that. How old is he now, Dennis? 29. Oh, no, you kidding me. Swung on, fouled to the screen. 29. You're getting old, Brand. He'll go down in Eagleville history. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swung on, drilled into right center field in the gap. And looks like he's limping a little bit there. Braden Works, the designated hitter. Got the first hit off Sweeney. Runner at first, nobody out, and it brings Jay Sparkman, the second baseman. Let's see what he'll be doing with the bat now, just down 2. Boy, Eagleville had some good cuts in that bottom of the first, didn't they, Brian? The pitch swung on, popped foul, back this way. Oh, excuse me, you were eating, I'm sorry.
Well, just going to mention that Works, I thought, the way it came off the bat, at least had a double, but good job in the outfield.
He's got a little limp. Swung on, bounced foul. They did get it in a hurry.
Well, you would think if it was a limp that they didn't know about, or maybe even one that they did, that they wouldn't let him run.
Yeah, maybe so. Here's the pitch. That breaking pitch didn't break. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Jay Sparkman, the second baseman for the Raiders.
know that you would call him speedy.
1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's strikeout number 4 for Sweeney in 2 innings. And that brings up Ethan Walls, the third baseman.
Now batting number 7, Walls.
Well, we got a little bit of a scouting report on Sweeney today, and John, I think the scouting report that we got, he could have a really good day.
Throw strikes, he's going to be tough. There's bouncer to short, throw to second 1, on to first 2. It's a double play, and that goes 6-4-3, tailor-made double play. No runs, there was a hit, it was erased in the double play, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second. Eagleville 2, Moore County nothing.
Your ride, your stuff. You live with them together. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your auto and renters.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton. Give me a call at 615-895-2700 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Since 1966, Vans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Vans will do it all. Sell you your choice of products and then install it with their factory-trained, experienced professional staff. In the unlikely event you need service, Vans will be there with trained technicians. Vans Heating and Air is located on Jayhawk Court. Call 615-893-7930. Vans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our coverage of State Farm Prep Sports on 1019, 100.5 WGNS, WGNSradio.com. Big G TV, brought to you in part by good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack in Murfreesboro at 1535 West Northfield Boulevard. That's out near the Ford dealer. State Farm Agent Andy Womack, 615-890-0850.
And we go to the bottom of the second. Eagleville with a 2-0 lead, and Webster starting his second inning of work, and Colt Bassham will lead it off, the first baseman for Eagleville, followed by Elijah Watkins and then Adrian Severi. Here's the wind from the right-hander and the pitch. Swung on, line down to the third base line. He's going to get at least a single out of it, and that's where they hold him. So a leadoff single for Bassham.
Next up for the Eagles, number 15.
That's hit number 4 now for the Eagles.
In 7 batters.
Here's Elijah Watkins, the designated hitter. Good crowd here as usual. For a 4:30 start, real good crowd. Here's the wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch sails outside, 1 ball, no strikes. If Eagleville loses this game, we will be here for the second game. Immediately following, probably a 20-minute break or so. 1 ball, no strikes.
I already have Cinco de Mayo reservations.
The pitch is a ball inside, 2-0. So what you're saying is if there is a second game, I may be alone?
Well, I'm just saying Bassham's going to take care of it.
Keep the faith, baby. There you go. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. Might have been a little generous on that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out.
Coach Bassham has had a lot of pep talks today, I've heard.
Swung on, a shot through the hole, left side. Had a couple of bounces in it, but had enough. Just reached out there and poked it out there. Runners at first and second. Nobody out.
Number 1, Adrian Severi.
Well, John,
Adrian Severi, the batter, the center fielder.
That took so long to get through the infield. I'm not sure why somebody didn't get a glove on it to keep it in the infield, but it is what it is.
2 on, nobody out. Webster in all kinds of trouble.
Second inning in a row.
See if Severi bunts. He is. He bunts it, and it's a good one. They're going to go to third. No, they go to first, and just in time to get him. Boy, he gambled there, but he won. Got the runner at first. The runners move up.
I thought he was a dead duck, John, when he turned to look at third and didn't throw over there, but I guess he knew that he had no shot at third.
So a nice bunt by Severi, and here's Bolden. Bolden's grounded to short his first time up.
And it was an excuse me swing that got past the shortstop.
Here's a swing, a shot up the middle and through. Here comes one run. They're going to send the other. Two are in. Single by Maddox drives in 2 RBIs, and it's 4-0 Eagleville. 3 straight hits in the inning. Well, excuse me, there was a sacrifice in between them, but
now batting number 10, Spencer Robbins.
4 runs, 6 hits. And here's Spencer Robbins, singled and went to second on his throwing error and finally scored. Pitch swung on, shot to third, got on his knees to make that catch. Throw to second, 1. They're going to call him out as he was releasing the ball, I think. That was a good call. So that goes 5-4. And here's Brady Burns, got things going with a double and an RBI in the first. 4-0 Eagles. The pitch to Burns. Swung on, had a good swing, and he's going to drill it down to the right center field, and a nice catch out there by Bobo to end the inning. But they come up with 2 runs on 3 hits, and they had a great sacrifice in there as well, and they strand 1. We've completed 2. Eagleville up 4-0.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
People love to see us on the schedule when they have a home game because our fans show up.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
The way we travel is just phenomenal. Our parents and our community are fully engaged in our school. When we compete, we're trying to do it in a way that honors God. We want to win. We also want to do it in a way that pleases Him.
Providing Christian values and academic excellence in a nurturing environment. That's Middle Tennessee Christian School. Invest in the future of your child. Find out more at mtcscougars.org.
Genesee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Here's Dr. Russell McKissick with TOA.
We have a passion here for taking care of our athletes here in Rutherford County. We really do our best to take care of them.
Experts in joint, bones, and muscles.
Many years we've been taking care of athletes around here, and we've just picked up where Dr. John started, and we just keep going.
TOA has a playbook that gets you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
1019, 100.5 WGNS, WGNSradio.com coverage of State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you in part by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. Taking pride in getting our athletes back in the game, TOA, your sports medicine provider. TOA, live your best life. More information online at TOA.com. John, 2 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second. Eagleville up here 4-0.
They got their hitting shoes on early here in this one. Comfortably in front, 4-0. Sweeney now going to face the bottom of the order for Moore County. Landon Smith, Blakely Bobo, and Colton Morey. And the wind in the first pitch to the catcher is a ball low, I guess. 1 ball, no strikes. Knowles held it there for a minute. He wasn't buying it. The umpire, that is. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sweeney's got a little different look when he winds up. He takes a step and then he winds. Watch him. Here he goes. Front foot. Now he's set, and now he goes. Pitch is down low into the dirt, actually. 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, it takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher when you can get staked to a 4-0 lead. Now you just want to worry about having strikes. Swung on, foul back to the screen.
Well, the thing about it, if you're up 1-0 even, you get somebody on, it's, well, that's a tying run, and the go-ahead run's at the plate. You know, you've got a little bit of cushion here.
Oh, that was close.
Man alive.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, and what I mean, you can tell them, hit me, you know, just hit it. And it's a great mentality as he goes to the screen.
I don't know how Smith laid off that other pitch that was right down the middle.
And he walked it. First walk given up in the game, actually.
It's only their second base runner, and nobody has gotten past first.
Next up for the Raiders, number 13, Blakely Bobo.
Blakely Bobo, who made a nice catch in the previous inning, is the batter. Top of the third, 4-0 Eagles.
These two teams have had some battles this year. This is the 4th time playing. All 1-run games except for the first one.
In the stretch, fastball swung on, foul back. No balls and a strike. Fairly short fences down the line. Swing and kind of a half swing, and he fouled it at the plate. And he's out in front now of Bobo. No balls, 2 strikes. We are perched. If I had to pick a place to watch a game, this is probably the best, isn't it?
Oh,
where
yeah.
they've got our table lined up at.
Just to the right of home plate.
Yeah. The pitch outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We can both see. A lot of times there's one of us that can see and the other who can't.
Yeah, you can put us directly behind it, and people think the place really isn't the best place.
Well, no, you're either looking behind a batter or the umpire or both.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Strike 3 called. He struck him out. That's strikeout number 5. Well, one thing you can say, I like being able to see what the pitcher's doing, and if you're right behind home plate, you kind of miss that a little bit.
You have no idea what kind of movement is on the ball, what side of the plate even a lot of times. But you can see the entire field, and I can see everything.
Gonna miss, runner going, throw down. He did, and they throw him out. What a play by Robbins down there. He was on the run and had to make the catch and tagged him out. So 2 away, caught stealing, and the batter is Colton Morey, the shortstop. He chokes up on that bat a little bit. And the pitch is a strike called, 0-1. They've not told Dennis Jordan to leave the premises yet, so I know he's got some pull.
I told you they didn't. You said they did. They did.
Swung on, a little blooper, but it's going to fall harmlessly foul.
You said there were armed guards and all this kind of stuff. You just made up this big story, and none of that happened.
I didn't make that story up. I just said I didn't know if that was his seat or not.
Well, now I say he came back.
Curveball swung on and missed. 6 of them for Mr. Sweeney, and we're moving right along. No runs. There was a walk, no hits, 1 thrown out, and nobody left. We played 2.5. We're going to the bottom of the third. Eagleville up 4-0.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
This is Primetime Sports, WGNS Murfreesboro, on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSsports.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Don't forget, next time it's the countdown to first pitch, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. After our game today, it's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. And John, Mr. Jacob Sweeney has faced he's faced the minimum, a double play in the second, and a caught stealing in the third. Going with those 6 strikeouts, John, he's faced 9 batters. Again, facing the minimum, has given up a single and a walk, and then one that hit into the 6-4-3 double play. So 6 strikeouts and 9 batters. I think you'd take that out, take that every outing, wouldn't you?
I can't tell you what a play that was by Robbins. The throw was good. Knowles threw a strike right over the bag, but there was nobody there. And Robbins out of nowhere comes over and makes that catch, backhanded it, and tagged the guy out. Unbelievable.
Well, there was a little coaching from Coach Bassham that I heard. I mean, they got fortunate there, but, there's always something to work on.
He gets the Dink Award for best play so far in the game.
The Dink Award?
Yeah, instead of Blue Star, I'm going to call it the Dink Award. The pitch, curveball outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
We got a new pitcher, John.
Yeah, we do.
It's number 12.
Pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Trying to keep Eagleville where they are. The 2-0 pitch. Swung on. There's a grounder to short. Long throw across by Morey is up, and they get him by a half a step for round number 1.
Next up for the Eagles, number 13, Brody Gleason.
Knowles retired by the shortstop and one away. Here's Brody Gleason, flied out to right. His first time up, he's 0 for 1. Of course, Moore County wants to get to another game. And I don't mean go to another game. I mean they want to play another one tonight. 1 ball, no strikes the count.
So it's Sparkman pitching now, John.
Okay.
Now I got to find your second baseman.
Pitch, fly ball right field. And the pitch is, and the out is made out there by Bobo. Is that not Webster out there?
Next up, number 18,
that is.
Marshall.
Okay, that's second.
Just a switch right there. So Hayden Webster is at second.
So Sparkman is the new pitcher, and Webster is through, or at least for right now. Since he's still in the game, who knows, he might come back. Gave up 4 runs on 6 hits. And the pitch, high chopper to first. Running over to it, and outrunning him is Martin, who hobbled over there, but made the play in time for out number 3. So an easy inning for Sparkman coming in of relief, and we're at the end of 3. And it's 4-0 Eagleville over Moore County here on State Farm Prep Baseball.
At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, we believe in making a difference in everything we do. From helping local businesses grow to guiding families towards financial stability, we are improving lives one customer at a time. Hi, I'm John Allen, Vice President and Commercial Banker.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Online at fnbmt.com.
Choosing the right insurance can be overwhelming. That's where Recall at Rayburn Insurance comes in. At Rayburn, we're not just about policies, we're about people. Recall will take the time to understand your needs and find the best coverage at the best price. We've been serving our community since 1973. So why not let Recall take the stress out of insurance? Recall at Rayburn Insurance Agency, where you're more than just a policy number. You're our neighbors.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Today's game on AM 1450 and FM 1019. Brought to you by Ideas Tees, Dan France Concrete, Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home, Middle Tennessee Christian School. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports. We'll have Middle Tennessee baseball tomorrow as they travel to Lipscomb. And then hopefully weather permitting something Wednesday and or Thursday this week before the Blue Raiders host Sam Houston State this weekend, John.
Jacob Sweeney in the fourth inning going to face the top of the order, Chris Taylor. And the first pitch is down low, ball, 1 ball, no strikes. 3 strikeouts in the first, 1 strikeout in the second, and 2 in the third. That's Jacob Sweeney's day so bad, and he's faced the minimum. The pitch swung on. There's a shot into right. That ball is going to be over the head of Gleason. He's at second. He may try for 3, and he is going to try, and he's going to make it. Leadoff triple to Cole Taylor. I think that ball fooled everybody. I knew it was hit well, but he really smacked that one.
Next up, number
Second hit
Webster.
off of Sweeney. Now this is the part of the game where you just got to bear down and not worry if you give up a run maybe. Here's Webster. Struck out his first time. Pitch is down low, 1 ball, no strikes. So Taylor down at third with a triple. Sweeney from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Oh, swung at a low one, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. I think Webster wanted to have that. Wish he'd not swung on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, they kind of set him up that way. Of course, the catcher has this earpiece in, and you can give, the pitches through the earpiece.
In high school, too. Wow.
Yep.
It's amazing, isn't it? Technology, you love it. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's another swing and a miss on the identical pitch. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You can see Coach Bassham, he's got the radio there, and so he's relaying in to Knowles, who will then give the sign to Sweeney. I think it's just coach to pitcher, or coach to catcher.
And the pitch. Curveball just missed. Runner at third, nobody out. It's a 2-2 count to Webster. He'd love to get this run in. Here it is. Fastball didn't come close, and it's a strikeout, number 7. And that is exactly when you want a strikeout, right there in that situation.
Now batting number 23.
Well, John, he's done that more than anything today.
Here's Peyton Martin. Struck out his first time up. Could use another one right here, Jacob, if you got it in you. From the stretch, the pitch to the right-handed batter. Swung on, foul down the third base line. Coach Bassham looks really relaxed, though, doesn't he, doing that?
He may have had a bologna sandwich, too.
Pitch is high. Try to get him to chase a fastball up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, don't be surprised if I go get one while you're doing your little play-by-play stint.
Oh, really?
And I may sit back in the stands and enjoy it for a minute. There's a curveball in there for a beaut. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I didn't know it worked that way.
Oh, yeah. You don't miss me when I'm gone anyway. 1-2 pitch. Tried to get him to go. That ball's loose. Going to have to hurry to get him. They got him. Oh, what a play by Knowles. I didn't think he had a chance to get him. And boy, he was quick as a cat, and he was out. I know there's going to be an argument maybe, but no.
He went crawling up to the plate and got there in time, stretched out. My gosh.
I mean, it was a gamble, and I can't blame Coach Morey for sending him. But, boy, he was like a cat getting over there. 2 out. Are we going to still face the minimum maybe? That would be unbelievable. Caught stealing there. On the pass ball, the pitch just missed. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That was a huge out in this game. From the stretch, here's Sweeney, the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Strikeout number 8. He still faced the minimum. No runs, 1 hit. He was erased, caught trying to score on a pass ball, and nobody left. We have played 3.5, going to the bottom of the 4th. It's still Eagleville 4, Moore County nothing.
Winners Trophies can help you with customized awards for any occasion. Owner Kelly Hockenberry continues to provide awards for sports teams, churches, recognition awards, and more. Call Winners Trophies at 904-6002. That's 904-6002 for the best in quality, service, and pricing. You can also email Kelly, winnerstrophy@comcast.net. That's winnerstrophy@comcast.net. Any award for any occasion. Winners Trophies, 904-6002.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner, heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Welcome back here. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports coverage on 101.9, 100.5 WGNS, wgnsradio.com, and Big G TV. Brought to you in part today by good neighbor State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, a Rutherford County resident with an office in Brentwood. State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, 615-873-1700. State Farm Prep Sports. John, we amazingly, a double play, 2 caught stealings. John, Jacob Sweeney's faced the minimum today, despite giving up 2 hits.
Cole Bassham, the batter, and the wind and the pitch from Sparkman is a ball, 1 ball, no strike. I got one more question to ask Dennis Jordan while I got him over here. You've got a son, 29, and Rachel looks so young. What happened to you? What? Stress-free life, he says. There you go.
Well.
Oh, me.
That's why we look like we do.
1-1 pitch. I never will forget Alan Swader asking me how old I was. And he said, I can't believe that. I'm almost your age. I went, no, Alan, I started really young. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chris Lynch.
Coach Lynch is here in the house. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sparkman with the wind, the pitch. Curveball swung on. Fly ball center field, and Taylor's got it for out number 1. Bassam gave that a pretty good ride.
Now batting number 15.
John, it was really for Webster, the second inning, the first and second inning that got to him, but now Sparkman has come in and he's kind of settled down things here a little bit.
Elijah Watkins, the batter, singled his first time up, takes a pitch outside, 1 ball, no strikes. 4-6-0 for Eagleville, 0-2-0 for Moore County. And the pitch. Liner into left center field and a base hit. Watkins 2 for 2 today. And that's going to bring up Severi, who laid down a perfect sacrifice back in the second.
Well, this obviously probably not that kind of opportunity here with 1 on and 1 out. And we've got Carter Blair going to run at first for Watkins.
So Blair at first with 1 out, and Severi the batter. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's doing the same thing here on this pitch.
Well, I wonder.
Try to pad that lead a little bit.
Could see it either way, but he's definitely a pretty good bunter.
Sparkman checks the runner. And the pitch. Swung on, popped him up, and nice catch there by Smith, the catcher, for out number 2.
Next up for the Eagles, number 2, Maddox Bolden.
And here's Maddox Bolden.
Well, he delivered the big blow in the second inning, John, with that 2 RBI single.
Yes, he did. He's 1 for 2. Little half check grounder to short his first time up, singled in the second inning. Sparkman checking that runner. And the pitch into the dirt. Gets stopped by Smith. 1 ball, no strikes.
I like your new phone case.
Thanks. It's a new phone.
Looks like your old phone.
Why do you always have to be negative? Why?
Well, that's not negative.
You're always negative. Oh, that's your old. Looks like your old phone. Looks like your phone.
Yeah.
And it's really old. No, it's never. You don't ever have an old one. Mine's newer than yours. Runner going. There's a strike call. Throw down, and it's going to go out to center field. It gets by, but the backups, or they make that Taylor, is there to back it up and holds that runner to second. So it's a stolen base for Blair. So there's another insurance run out there for Bowden. And a 1 ball, 1 strike count. And the pitch. Low, 2 balls and a strike. You know, that sun goes in, it gets a little nippier, doesn't it?
It does, for sure. Wilson Central leads Cookeville 3-2 after 4 innings. The winner of that baseball game will face Stewart's Creek for the championship.
Swing and a shot up the middle. The shortstop comes up with it. That's Morey. Nice play, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit. There was a stolen base and 1 man left. We've played 4, and guess who gets it now? You're going for the save, Brian.
Okay.
It's 4-0 Eagleville here against Moore County on State Farm Prep Baseball.
Pizza. Murfreesboro's favorite pizza is now hiring at all 3 local locations. That's right. We want you to join the Sir Pizza team. Stop in at our East Main, Veterans Parkway, or Memorial Boulevard locations and let us know how you'd like to join the Sir Pizza family. Also, we've made it even easier to order for carryout or delivery. Just head on over to sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Craig's Tax Service at 142 Heritage Park Drive offers complete tax preparation, financial, and bookkeeping services.
This is Brandon Craig with Craig's Tax Service. We're proud to support all Rutherford County athletes.
Craig's Tax Service reminds you that it makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We've been serving Rutherford County since 1988.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
We're just off Memorial Boulevard at 142 Heritage Park Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
You can check out wgnssports.com for the latest prep and MTSU sports news, schedules, podcasts, and more. That's wgnssports.com. And I can remember when this young man used to be a rookie doing baseball. Now he's a seasoned veteran. I turn it over to him to finish out the game.
What would that make you, a grizzled veteran?
I'm a grizzled, yeah. I'm grizzled. Grizzled, fizzled out.
4-0 Eagleville. Jacob Sweeney back out there. And the first pitch inside to Braden Works. He has one of the 2 hits in this game off of Sweeney. There's been a single, there's been a triple, but he has faced the minimum. Pitch outside.
I'm thinking it's like 7 o'clock, and it's not. Look at it, it's 5:20.
Working with 8 strikeouts of 12 batters faced. There's a ball, and he finds himself in the hole here. A leadoff single in the second, a leadoff walk in the third, and a leadoff triple in the fourth. That's when you know your defense is behind you, too. Double play, 2 caught stealings. This pitch upstairs, and so it's going to be a leadoff walk. It's really amazing to me. He struck out the first 3 batters faced, then a leadoff single, leadoff walk, leadoff triple, now a leadoff walk. We'll see if he can get another double play or caught stealing or something.
Probably wants to see if he can do it again.
That's the only thing I know. Jay Sparkman is the batter. Started out at second, now your pitcher. And he is one of the strikeout victims. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Well, Sparkman on the mound has really settled everything down for Moore County.
He has. So far, yes, absolutely. Only 1 hit given up by him. Of the 7 for Eagleville. Pitch. This one in the dirt. Boy, every time you come out here, John, you see a new house, a new development going up. Lots of new homes. I bet you in the next couple of years, Eagleville's going to be at their capacity for students, for sure. Pitch on the way. A little tapper to third, on to second. They turn it to first, a little wide. Not going to turn the DP that time, but they did get the leadoff guy. It works.
And the good thing he wasn't able to advance to second. So get the lead runner.
Number 7, Ethan Walls.
So we've got one out in the books. And Ethan Walls, your batter, who hit into the 6-4-3 double play.
You know, they had a shot at that double play there.
Sure did. Sure did. I thought they were going to turn it, but the throw from second from Robbins just a little wide to Bassham.
Well, if it's been either a strikeout, I'm trying to look here, or ground out. There've been very few balls in the air except for the 2 hits.
Correct. So, runner at first with one out for Ethan Walls. Pitch outside.
Well, he comes right over the top, doesn't he,
yep.
Jacob?
355 dead away center field. 330 down the left. I can't see the right.
325.
25. I knew it was close. Boy, this one over his head. So almost perfect symmetry here.
Plate moving on Jacob a little bit here in this inning.
Yeah, he's gotten behind every batter here so far. It's a 2-0 count to Walls. This pitch high again. I can't remember the last when Eagleville played last. I think it was Thursday. Maybe. 3-0 pitch. Outside, he took another one. And 2 walks here in the inning. It's the 3rd walk of the game, 2nd of the inning. And this is going to bring out some conversation from the pitching coach here. Coaching staff, that's Tanner Mabry. You got assistant coach Todd Williamson and head coach Brandon Bassham. And this is just going to be a pitcher-catcher conversation brought to you by Ideas Tees in their brand new home, 111 East MTCS Road. That's right. They were 2 decades plus over on Ridgely Road, but Ideas Tees, Raider Tees, they've moved, and not necessarily more room in their Raider Tees location, but the layout, you're going to enjoy it. Everything displayed out there for you to check out. Tees, hats, polos, wall art, you name it. If it's got the Middle Tennessee logo on it, you'll find it. Raider Tees and Ideas Tees can put your logo on just about anything. Shirts, hats, polos, specialty items. Check them out. Ideas Tees, Raider Tees, new home, 111 East MTCS Road. Conversation is over. Landon Smith, who led off the 3rd inning with a walk, is your batter. Trying to throw some heat in there, low and outside for ball 1. 4-0 Eagleville if you're just tuning in. Check out the runner at second. Fouled down the 3rd base side.
That little conversation on the mound was to say, look, son, you're up 4-0. Don't need to put people on. Make them hit it.
Just get it over the plate.
Yep. Don't try to do too much.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. The pitch got him reaching for that one.
See the ball, guys.
I mean, Smith is.
That thing just dropped, the bottom dropped out of it.
Yeah. Looked fat coming up there, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was gone. It's a 1-2 count. Looking for strikeout number 9 is Jacob Sweeney. Checks the runner at second. The kick, the fire. Outside. One strike away from strikeout number 9 here. 2-2. Here it is. Oh, man alive.
Yeah, Sweeney wanted that one. Went on his knees with that one.
Should have gotten that one, maybe. So the count goes full to Landon Smith. Don't want the third walk of the inning. There is a little bit of action in the Eagleville bullpen. The pitch. That one sails low. And that brings the tying run to the plate now with the bases loaded and just one out. Fourth walk of the game, third of the inning.
Got a little robbed, I think, on
Now
that
batting for the Raiders, number 13, Bobo.
Blakely Bobo, the batter. Soft tossing in the bullpen. One of those Brody range. This pitch in for a strike. The other is Rimanowski. Nothing in one ahead of Blakely here. The pitch. Foul back into the screen. Strikeout is what Jacob Sweeney needs right here.
Well, he got him in the hole. I think he'll probably give him one of those patented drop to the bottom of the strike zone, and he did.
And it is a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Curve ball there a little bit, but it breaks down, not to the side. Almost like a splitter or something.
Sweeney shakes off a sign. Now the pitch. Went with the fastball. Tapped to third. Stepped on the bag. Throw across the diamond. Yes! Got it in time and turned the double play. 5-3. DP, and the inning is over. Second double play turned here in the game. And despite the bases loaded, get out of it with no runs scored. There were 3 walks in the inning. And there would have been 2 left stranded. Let's move along to the bottom of the 5th. It's still Eagleville up 4-0 over Moore County. State Farm Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, smyrnaautorepair.com.
Parks Auction. We handle everything.
You have a staff that comes to your home. They tell you what to do. They walk you through it. It's been my experience that what I thought I should get for my home, I got much more for it.
Visit our website at parksauction.com.
Hi there, Parks Auction, 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
Sold it to you.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Hey, if you're hungry,
yes,
why don't you try some of our game and podcast? You can find them at wgnssports.com or listen to audio for pizza on East Main South Church and Memorial Boulevard.
You can get it right now on the way home. It's just 5:30.
That's true.
Feels like 7:30, but it's just 5:30.
If you would get things going a little faster, we could probably go down there.
Well, I mean, you were complaining, and Jacob Sweeney's only faced 2 over the minimum. Walked 3 in the 5th inning and still got out of it without a run scoring. The bases loaded.
I think Sparkman, when he's crossed home, I think he was surprised that they turned that double play.
The
run would have been nice for the Raiders, but they didn't get it.
But who was it down at third? The tip of that spear?
Brady Burns.
5-3 double play across the diamond.
That was not an easy ground ball either.
No. It was.
And he had runners coming to him. It was pretty good.
And he had the wherewithal to step on the bag and throw a strike across the diamond over there to Bassham.
You tell little leaguers, always remember before the batter after this pitch.
This high. on a kind of a breaking pitch.
You always want to know where you're going with the ball if it's hit to you. Always think beforehand.
Batter is Spencer Robbins. Going to pop this one up back this way. And that's looked like Tim Pettigo's Mercedes just took a hit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball outside. That bring back some memories for you. And Sparkman wants another baseball. The umpire puts it in his right pocket there. It's a 2 ball, 1 strike count to Robbins, and the pitch on the way. Got this one in the air. Taylor's going to drift under it in center field and make the catch out there. Just got under that one. Went away here in the Eagleville 5th. They've scored 2 runs in the first and 2 in the second. Since then, all goose eggs on the scoreboard. Speaking of Brady Burns, he steps up there. He had a double, drove in a run. Back in the first, and then a fly out to right center field. So he's put the pipe on the ball twice here and does it again. Sends this one to right field and deep. Bobo at the warning track and makes a great catch up against the wall.
Brady Burns flirting for a homer, opposite field homer. He's got a lot of power to the right side, doesn't he?
Sure does.
7, Carson Knowles.
I thought the way that came off the bat, John, that it wasn't going to carry as far as it did. It didn't sound like a solid, this one's going out. But Bobo really had to get on his horse out there and made the catch at the track. Actually, momentum carried him into the wall out there. 2 away for Carson Knowles. He singled and grounded to short, 1 for 2. Takes this pitch outside. Aiden Webster started this game and has given up all 4 runs. Sparkman came in the third and has only given up 1 hit so far. Popped up back this way.
I mean, he's not overpowering, but he's gotten a lot of fly balls. No strikeouts, I don't think, does he?
I don't have any. Everything's been a fly ball, ground out, 1 single. They put the ball in play.
He's done his job for sure.
This one sails low. 2 balls and a strike to Knowles. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Kind of with a fastball that kind of sunk down and over the plate.
A little movement.
Yep. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way. Outside. Little check up there by Knowles. So the count goes full. Sparkman with the pitch he likes, and it's on the way. Curveball high. So a 2-out walk. That's his first walk. In fact, the first walk given up to Eagleville in this game. So Brody Gleason, who's due, he's flied out to center field twice.
Bryant. Now batting number 13, Brody Gleason.
Alex Bryant is going to run over at first for Knowles. Bryant ran for Knowles back in the first. So 0 for 2. 2 hard hit balls by Mr. Gleason. This one is outside for a ball, 1-0. This inning especially, Sparkman has gotten behind a little bit, so I don't know if this is his 3rd inning of work. This one sails low, gets away from Smith, but he looks Bryant back over there at first.
A little breaking pitch to the outside has not been as effective this inning as the other 2. Still, he's got 2 out.
Count is 2-0. What does Gleason do? Takes another one inside. Making the Raiders a little nervous here with a 3-0 count. See if Gleason takes one here. Check of the runner and the pitch. Gets that one across. And Gleason was. It's the maroon and white and the baby blue and white here in this District 9A baseball championship game. Pitch as the runner goes. It's going to be a walk anyway.
You know, Brian, I was thinking when Janice was coaching at Oakland softball, wasn't she pregnant one year?
Yes.
That's him out there, right?
Probably.
Is that not something?
They've had, I know they have more than one child, and I'm not sure if maybe it's a younger brother. I think they're all brothers, if I remember right, but I can't recall. She hasn't posted on Facebook lately. First pitch to Marshall Spann sails low, and so once again, Sparkman working from the hole. 2 on, back-to-back walks with 2 out. Sun is in, a little overcast, but a nice afternoon. This pitch in there for a strike called. Beautiful, beautiful day here. Feels very, very springish. 1-1, high.
It's kind of what your spring should be like.
You know, I was just thinking that same thing.
Tennessee springs have not been like that in many years.
We've had one. We've had hot, cold, rain, a little snow in the early spring. This one low. And
he's on the verge of loading the bases.
Yep. Of course, Moore County had the bases loaded in the top half. And the 5-3 double play got him out of it. Sun peeks out as this 3-1 is on the way. And it's ball. And he has walked 3 in a row. Bases loaded, full of Eagles here now. And that is going to bring out some conversation here as well. Started out with a Robbins fly out to center, then a Burns fly out to right field, then Knowles, Gleason, and now Spann have walked. The entire infield is in. Boy, the sun really pops out, but it's like it's right over this field only. Right field, a little few shadows out there. And our intermission music is from John Dinkins.
Know when to run, you never hide your money.
Do you need the words?
I'm just humming along.
A little Kenny Rogers.
It's done.
Well, that's going to get us a YouTube strike if I've ever seen one.
Oh, really?
You know, we do the MTSU baseball games, and all the walk-up music must be loud enough because they always get hit with a song or two.
16, Colt Bassam.
Really?
Yeah.
America.
Well, it's not necessarily the United States, but it's other countries that have some kind of hold on those music rights. It's really weird how all of that works.
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah, really. Well, Colt Bassam has a huge opportunity here. Takes one high on the outside corner. Bassam has singled and scored a run and has flied out to center field. 1 for 2, and now Sparkman wants yet another baseball. Keep this up, we'll have to go to Sports Academy to get some new ones. Bases loaded, full of Eagles. Everybody takes a bit of a lead here. Pitch, high. Sparkman has lost it here a little bit. Eagleville up 4-0. 2 out here in the inning. The pitch, another high one. And it's 3-0 and no place to put Colt Bassam. The organist
I'll
is
bet
getting
you
after
he's
it.
not going to swing.
I bet he doesn't either. It's high and walked in a run. It's now 5-0 as Knowles comes across. 4 walks in a row.
Now batting number 15.
Gleason goes to third,
Watkins.
and it's Bryant who came in. He was running for Knowles, by the way. All of this with 2 out. It's a humbling game, baseball, and I think we're going to have a pitching change here, and we indeed are. New pitcher for the Moore County Raiders. It's now 5-0 Eagleville. Stay with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We would like to welcome you to our door.
I'm Ian Young. I'm at Las Casas Feed Supply. I'm selling beef and pork, 100% Angus, raised here in Las Casas. Come get you some.
Everyone's favorite cuts available, even options to purchase a quarter of a steer.
We got the beef. Hello, everybody. Las Casas Feed Supply.
Family owned and operated, Las Casas Feed Supply on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East.
Local business owners, you know how important it is to be here for your customers. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I run a small business in Rutherford County, too. I'm here to help you protect your small business. Call me at 615-900-0877.
At State Farm, when home and auto work together as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. Give me a call at 615-873-1700, and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game tonight is brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, located in Smyrna at 199 Eden Springs Road, west at Hazelwood Drive. State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, 615-459-2683. 5-0 our score here. Eagleville trying to get more. Jose Garcia is the new pitcher. Now that's a baseball name, buddy.
Indeed. And he's facing Elijah Watkins, who is 2 for 2 today. His first pitch low. I don't know if there was any other change. I don't think so. Webster stays in. I think Sparkman just came out. This one sails low as well. I did not see Sparkman go back out there, and that's 26 at second, so Webster still at second. So looks like there's a gate that has opened here, so they're going to make sure they get that closed. $5-0 Eagleville. The kick, the fire, low.
Tough situation to come into.
Isn't it? I was just thinking that. So one more bad one and another run is in. Got the strike across, and of course Watkins is going to take on that one.
He want to wait to get the one he wants here. He might swing.
Pitch, he does. Right up the middle, and it's going to get through. One run is in, and here comes Spann. He's going to be sliding in safe, and that's going to allow Bassham to take third as the ball gets away. So runs 6 and 7 are across. Bassham at third. I think Watkins took second on the throw, would you say? Okay. So that's a single and 2 driven in for Mr. Watkins. And it's now 7-0. 4 walks in a row. Now all of those belong to Sparkman. Adrian Severi takes the ball on the first pitch, 1-0. So runners are at second and third. That's Bassham at third, Watkins at second, who just delivered that hit right up the middle. Nothing special, just a big ground ball. It got 2 in. Swing and a miss. Severi took a huge cut. He sacrificed and popped up to the catcher. First 3 spot of the day on the scoreboard. Ooh, gave him that outside corner on that one. That's a reach. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Big day for Elijah Watkins. 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, and a run scored.
He may have be in the running for our player of the game here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Pitch from Garcia. Here it is. Missed it inside. Fastball just a little inside, I should say. Evens things up at 2-2. Deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. All 3 runs have been scored with 2 out. Sails low. Takes the count full here now. Do have a base open there at first, but then it's the top of the order. Eighth batter of the inning. Just popped him up. Wall's going to drift under it, and that's going to be the end of the inning. Pop out to third base is going to end the Eagleville 5th inning. But they do score 3 runs on just 1 hit. It was a big one, though. 2 RBI single by Watkins. There were 4 walks in the inning, and there were 2 Eagles left. We move to the 6th inning, and it's 7-0 Eagleville over Moore County on State Farm Prep Sports.
If you need concrete work done, who would I call? Dan France Concrete. Here's why. He's local. He attended Walter Hill Elementary, Oakland, and MTSU. He served our community as a school resource officer for 9 years, and he's involved in the community.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Dan France Concrete is a licensed and insured residential and commercial concrete construction contractor serving Middle Tennessee. Check out danfranceconcrete.com online to see some of their work.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today is brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance, Parks Auction, Craig's Tax Service, and Dr. Automotive. And the new pitcher is, for Eagleville, is left-hander Drake Romanisky. He would be a sophomore. So with a 7-0 lead, Coach Bassham maybe going to try to get a couple innings out of 2 different relievers here. Only 2 more shots for Moore County.
He has the longest last name in America. But you were giving him a little pep talk earlier.
Yeah.
He kind of told you when he might be coming in, and he was pretty much on it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he said he hadn't pitched in a while, so he thought he might get in today.
John, we have a score on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Thanks to Michael Hackney. It is Eagleville softball, a winner over Fayetteville City, 15-0. 15-0 your final small team. Rolling 2. Well, they have all sports rolling out here at Eagleville, don't they? It's Maury, bottom of the order, then Taylor Webster. 9-1 and 2 here. Vaniski, and first pitch from Drew is a ball. Ooh, that is off of the catcher, I think. And Maury,
I think the umpire a little bit of that.
I'm not sure that there was anybody that was safe from that.
Knowles goes out to talk to him. I think that's just helped the ump out a little bit.
Yeah. That's one of those that leaves you thinking. Here in this game, we are the top of the 6th, so we have completed 5 here. And it's 7-0 Eagleville. Nice curveball in there. You kind of didn't think I was observant.
Oh, pronouncing his name?
Yeah, when you said.
Oh, you did fine.
No.
That's because you heard me.
Uh-huh. I would have had no clue otherwise. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count.
You just call him Ski if you want to.
Ski?
Mm-hmm. Romanisky.
I like that. Does he like that?
I don't know. His daddy's bigger than you, so be careful.
Okay.
He's a lot taller.
Ski, the pitch just a bit high. Takes the count full now. We've completed 5, and it's a 7-0 lead here. 3-2. Bouncer over the mound, deep in the hole. Nice grab by Bolden, and throws to first, but not in time. That was going to be an impossible thing to happen, and missed him by about a half step.
Oh, I was surprised it was that close, really.
Number 11, Taylor.
Oh, yeah, me too. I didn't think he had a shot in the world. Sweeney pitched a 2-hitter today and struck out 8. Pitch on the way. Strike called to Cole Taylor.
The only blemish was the 4 walks, but really it didn't really affected one inning. They left the bases loaded.
Thanks to the double play, right? Pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, had him coming out of his shoes after that one. Cole Taylor.
Those walks kind of came late. You know, that was in the last inning, so I think he may have been tiring a little bit.
They've had runners at third twice in this game, and Cole Taylor was the first one in the 4th with a triple.
Give him the same
Swing
thing,
and a miss.
same pitch.
Wow. Blew that one by him. Drew Reminiski with his first strikeout. Aiden Webster,
now batting number 26,
who started out as the
Webster.
pitcher, he's now at second base, and he has struck out twice. Your batter. Colton Morey led off the inning with a single. He's at first, dancing around over there.
An interesting story about Drake Reminiski. My granddaughter and he were in babysitters together out here at Eagleville. At the same time, they have known each other since they were born. And they have been at school, other than the 2 years she went with me to Wilson, they've been together in school all those years.
2-0. This one bounces in the dirt, then pops up and hits Webster. Knowles quick to keep Morey at first.
Parents are both, my daughter and his mother, teachers out here. I wonder what they call her in
I
the
don't
classroom.
know. I was just thinking that. This pitch misses. It's 3-0. Sun has popped out here, so tough sun field, especially for the outfield and the left side. Breaking pitch is high. So a 1-out walk, and there are 2 aboard.
Now batting number 23,
Peyton Martin, your batter here. He struck out twice. Drew Reminiski is the in relief of Jacob Sweeney. He went 5 complete innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs. Struck out 8, walked 4 batters. That 5th inning, but got out of it, unbelievably. First pitch to Martin, swing and a miss. Boy, that one looks like a beach ball coming up there. Just breaks away. Reminiski shakes off a sign, now finds the one he likes, and the 0-1. Swung on and hit long and deep, and oh my goodness. Brand new Hyundai Santa Fe just took it right there. Gosh almighty.
No, I looked.
Oh, you made me park right beside you.
Yeah, it's a Nissan.
It is a Nissan Rogue. Oh my goodness.
But I've been to the school a lot longer than you have. I knew where all the.
Here's an 0-2.
Oh,
just a bit upstairs, I reckon.
I don't know how long a leash Drake has here.
Checks the runner at second and
pitch
beautiful. In for strike 3. Man alive. Nice right there. Nice, nice, nice. So a single, a strikeout, a walk, a strikeout. Now with 2 away, Braden Works is your batter.
So what is he doing? Every other hitter?
Yeah, so far.
I don't know. That breaking pitch looks pretty good. I
Sure
think I'd
does.
stay with it.
Sounds a little low to the batter Works.
Having a little trouble getting the fastball over right now.
Works is singled and walked. I did call Drake Drew a couple of times, sorry. Pitch, 1-0. Little dribbler down to third. Here's Burns up with it. Flips it to first, and the inning is over. Boy, Burns just tiptoed right there through the infield. Flipped it
Made
to
that look
first.
easy, didn't it?
Man, didn't he? That was pretty. Flashing a little leather out there, Brady Burns. No runs. There was 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 big Moore County Raiders left. Bottom of the 6th we go, still leading 7-0 here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Looking for the best Blue Raider gear in town? Raider Tees has you covered. From stylish apparel and hats to unique MT-themed gifts and accessories, we've got everything a true Blue Raider fan needs. Whether you're headed to the game, shopping for a fellow fan, or just want to show off your Middle Tennessee pride, Raider Tees is the go-to spot. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road right across from MTCS and check out our unbeatable selection. Raider tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Baseball.
Our game today brought to you by good neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack, all of them nice friends from State Farm. Jose Garcia in his second inning of work here.
You're listening to WGNS Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 101.9, 100.5, WGNS, and wgnsradio.com, also Big G TV. Listen to the game there. We're keeping up with the scoreboard there for you. 7-0 Eagleville. And it is the top of the order here for the Eagles. They batted almost through last inning. 8 came to the plate. And the first pitch is high from Garcia to Maddox Bolden. He's grounded to short twice, but he's also singled and driven in 2 runs in this game. Pitch in for a strike. That's 1-1 count now for you. Jose Garcia is a pretty tall young man. Fly ball right field, and Bobo going to make a long run. It's in foul territory and over the fence. That's close to Miss Jackson's room out there somewhere. I really have no idea where her classroom is.
It's not even close.
No, that's the gym over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was just trying to work her name.
I almost hit one to the neighborhood over there.
Huge batter's eye in center field. Pitch went the other way with this one. Nobody even giving chase for that one, I don't think. It's going to bounce in the warning track area. Actually, that's kind of the bullpen area here at Eagleville. So 2 long fly ball fouls, 1 to either side. And Bolden in the hole 1 and 2. The pitch sails high, way high. Smith did well to even climb the ladder to get that one. Here's the 2-2. Another high one right about the same spot. See Rob Gardner's name out there in center field. Need to check on Bobby, see how things are going there with him. Had a little medical procedure. I heard it went well. Payoff pitch, breaking pitch. Sends it into left field. It's going to be hit shallow, and Stevens held up. He really thought Morey was going after it, and it's going to fall in.
Eagles, number 10, Spencer Robbins.
A little miscommunication there. Nobody touched it, so it's a single. Stevens was charging in, and Morey was headed out that way, and Stevens kind of pulled up, and then nobody could get to it. So the leadoff man aboard for Spencer Robbins. He's 1 for 3. First pitch to him. This is going to get by Smith, and easily taking second down there is Maddox Bolden. So wild pitch. And another in scoring position here for the Eagles. Already leading 7-0. Pitch on the way, a little high. I had someone many years ago, John, who sent a complaining email. We don't get many, thankfully. Said, you say nothing a lot. That's not good for morale. Here's another wild pitch, and Bolden's going to take third. Well, how many ways can you say 0 or nothing, or, I mean, you know?
Yeah, in a baseball game,
or any game.
Yeah.
You know, a football game could be 35-0. Everybody says it. 3-0. And it's a walk of Robbins. First walk here on the afternoon.
Number 22, Brady Burns.
For Mr. Garcia. Let's see, that's the 5th walk of the game by the Moore County pitching staff. And here's the guy you do not want to face with 2 on and nobody out, and that's Brady Burns. He's doubled, driven in a run, a couple of long fly ball outs. Went after the first pitch, but
I don't think Brady likes to walk. He's swinging. He goes up there swinging.
He was after the first pitch there, wasn't he? Looks like Wilson Central is up 5-2 over Cookeville. Baseball. Pop this one up. I have no idea where it's at. Could be right over my head, but it's not. And what that would mean is that Wilson Central would face Stewart's Creek in the championship game. And Stewart's Creek in the winner's bracket. This pitch low. And on the pitch, Robbins was quick to take second. Cookeville was the #1 seed. They hosted the tournament. Stewart's Creek beat them, put them in the loser's bracket. Now Wilson Central is an inning away from putting them out. Breaking pitch way inside. And after 4 innings, go into the 5th, Wilson Central leads Smyrna in softball 4-1. Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. This pitch low. The count is full. Do have a base open there for Brady Burns, but this is the top of the order. They're very carefully pitching here, but the 3-2 payoff pitch. Oh, that hit him right in the hand.
Let's go.
Oh. He's getting a little ribbing there from the Moore County fans. Oh, goodness. So
I think there was a rebuttal from Eagleville.
There's still some conversation going on. Burns at first, so the base is loaded full of Eagles here. And Carson Knowles, catcher. And the cleanup batter here for Eagleville has a cleanup spot here if he wants it. He's singled. He's grounded to short. He walked and scored a run. That was in that 5th inning when there were 4 walks in a row. And then Elijah Watkins drove in 2. Coach Bassham, Brady's still shaking it off over there, so I think they're going to get a runner for him. Yep. Comes off to some applause. Sam Dodd is going to be.
Sam Dodd.
Yeah, you
running.
don't want that to linger. They'll probably get some ice on that thing.
I think Coach Bassham kept watching him kind of shake it off, and he thought, you know what? We're going to nip that in the bud. Carson's going to step in here now to face Jose Garcia. The first pitch is swung on, popped up right side, shallow, and Bobo's got a run in, and a diving catch by Webster, not going to be made. 1 run is in as Bolden comes in for run number 8.
Courtesy runner Alex Bryant.
So a single and an RBI, pretty good day for Knowles. Bryant going to come in and run for him.
Now batting number 9, Crimson Burks.
Everybody advances. So Robbins to 3rd. And Dodd down to 2nd now. Knowles at 1st. Running for him, Bryant. Brody Gleason, your batter. This one in the dirt, and it's going to get by. Will it score a run? Yes, it will, easily. Couldn't get to it, and by the time Garcia got there, he dropped the ball, and it was too late. So now 9-0. Burns to 3rd, Bryant to 2nd now. One more run, John, and Eagleville will win this game, I think, because, well, they'll get the top of the inning, I guess, like normal. Pitch low.
Well, I don't know. They're the home team.
That's
Eagleville's
true.
home team.
That's true. Right. Yep.
He actually could walk us off, I think.
Pitch to the outside, and suddenly Garcia's in the hole to Gleason. Flied out to right twice and walked and scored a run in the 5th. Eagleville has been a postseason monster the last several years. Get better and better. This one sails high in the 3-0, so he's walked the second batter of the inning. Had a place to put him there, so the bases are loaded for Marshall Spann. So Gleason at first, Bryant running for Knowles at second, Dodd running for Burns at third. Nice stop there by Smith. Pitch outside from Garcia to Marshall Spann. Flied to right center field, grounded to first, and walked and scored a run in the 5th. 1-0. Swung on deep into right field, very deep, but drifting back is Taylor. Runner's tag, and across is run number 10 from Dodd, and that is your ball game. So sac fly, RBI for Spann, and that's going to end your ball game here. And the final score, 10-0. And Eagleville wins the championship here in District 9A, 10-0 in 6 innings. If you'll stay with us, we'll come back. We'll have all the totals at your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Post. Coming up next, you're listening to State Farm Prep Sports on 101.9, 100.5 WGNS. Borough, stay with us.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom 2-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom 2-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza. It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same-day service in most cases. Keep your home or business comfortable year-round. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Ring Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass. Online at PrenticeAllsup.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Baseball.
Thank you, Ron Reeves, and welcome back here to Eagleville. District 9A champs for another year in a row, and Coach Basham goes out to meet his team just in the outfield grass in the left field area here, and goes running in there to a jubilant group of young men winning a district crown here once again. It's time for your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Whether it's heating or cooling, Prentice Allsup service all major services, and they often provide same-day service. Their team of Rheem Pro professionals, they're dedicated to keeping your home or business comfortable year-round. 615-890-1311, online at PrenticeAllsup.com. Call or go on the website, schedule your service today. You know, summertime's around the corner. We've already had to use the air conditioning some this year, so make sure that it's running properly. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, trusted comfort on West College Street. Players of the game from Dr. Automotive, and John is the stat man in this one, and this kind of difficult. Elijah Watkins, John, he was, 3 for 3 with a run scored. He drove in 2, had a mighty bat. I thought today as well, Jacob Sweeney pitched a pretty good game through, 5 innings, and good relief by Drake Rumaniski as well. So lots of places we could go, but I have a feeling I might have mentioned the player of the game in your mind.
I'm going with Jacob Sweeney.
Yeah.
3 strikeouts to set the tone in the first inning,
yeah,
and it just seemed to fire them up. And then they got those early 2 runs and 4 runs and 2 more in the second. Game's over. I mean, he struck out 8. He did walk 4, but to be honest, it was the performance they were expecting out of him, and he did pull it off.
And on top of that, 8 strikeouts, 10 for the game with the pitching staff here, and pretty good outing for the Eagleville Eagles. So there you go. Go with Mr. Jacob Sweeney here. Pitching pretty deep for the Eagleville Eagles, it sounds like here. And that is a look at your Dr. Automotive player of the game. Dr. Automotive, they're your trusted local shop for top quality auto repair, specializing in both foreign and domestic vehicles. With ASE certified and master mechanics on staff, brothers Danny and Randy Brewer and their team are fully equipped to handle your vehicle repair and maintenance needs on Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, online at autorepairsmyrna.com. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. John, it was a slow, methodical 2-0, 4-0. Then the 3 spot in the 5th and 6th, I thought maybe took the wind out. And I think a critical part in this game, John, was the 5th inning for Moore County. Walk, fielder's choice, walk. They had the bases loaded. They did get 1 out. They had the bases loaded. And John, Brady Burns on that 5-3 double play where he came charging in, just threw a bullet over to Bassham at first. That dashed any hope.
Well, and I thought the 4th inning when they had a leadoff triple with nobody out.
True.
And couldn't score either and faced the minimum there. So.
Yeah, I mean, Taylor, who hit that triple, was caught trying to get home.
Yeah, I mean, so those 2 innings pretty much did them in, I think.
Yep, I would say you are right. Craig's Tax Service keys to the game. We know tax laws are complex, so get help from experts. And we know the experts. That's Craig's Tax Service. They specialize in personal and business tax preparation as well as financial and bookkeeping services. You can call them today at 615-890-2233 or check them out online at craigstaxservice.com. And we have a reminder here for you, too, by the way, that you can check back on the podcast of this game if you're listening and want to save it for later. If you've got a son, grandson playing on this team, you might want to go back and download the podcast. Well, you can do that. It'll be up shortly, I'd say in 30 minutes or so at least. And that would be online at wgnsradio.com under podcast and then Prep Sports. That's the Sir Pizza podcast. And a reminder, you can go back and listen to archive games back there as well. Don't forget, check your favorite pizza online now at sirpizzatn.com. Carry out or delivery. And better yet, download their app to start earning rewards points. Sir Pizza on East Main, South Church Street, and on Memorial Boulevard. Well, as we continue the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show here for you tonight, it's time to take a look at the final tallies in today's game. Our stats are brought to you, as always, by our friends at JHA Company. That's Josh Houston and Associates, Fans Heating and Air, and Winners Trophies. And John's got all those pencil marks.
All right, for Moore County, Cole Taylor 1 for 3 today with a triple. Hit the ball well that time up. Braden Works, a single and a walk, 1 for 2. And Colton Morey was 1 for 2 as well in this ball game. For Eagleville, Maddox Bolins had a 2 for 4 day, scored a couple of runs, or had 2 RBIs. Spencer Robbins 1 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. Brady Burns 1 for 3 day with a hit by pitch, and he also drove in a run. Carson Knowles 2 for 3 with a walk, and also had an RBI. Gleason with a walk in 4 trips. Marshall Spann 0 for 2, but had a walk and scored a run. Cole Bassham 1 for 2 with a single and scored a run and a walk. Elijah Watkins 3 for 3 today, scored a run and drove in 2 on a 3 for 3 day. Had a good game. And the pitching went like this for Moore County. Webster 2 runs, 2 innings pitched, 4 runs, 4 earned, 7 hits. Jay Sparkman 2 innings pitched, ran into some trouble. He pitched 2 1/3, gave up only 1 hit, but he walked 4. And Garcia came in 1/3 of an inning, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 hits, and 3 walks as well for him. And Eagleville led by Sweeney, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 8 strikeouts, 4 walks. And then Drake Romaneski came in, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Final in the game, 10-0 Eagleville. They win. They're the champions, and that's all she wrote there, Brian.
All right, they are off to the region. It's Friday, Saturday, and then into the next week. So, but they will get to host the region tournament. By the way, let's see, Wilson Central was a winner over Cookeville, and that means that Stewart's Creek will play Wilson Central for the District 7 4A state championship tomorrow. And if they win, it's over. If Wilson Central wins the first game, it'll force winner take all. So Brady Burns being announced as the district's MVP of the season. And
the tournament, I believe they said that.
Was it tournament 2?
And
yeah.
tournament 2, yeah.
Well
Pitch
deserved.
of the year was Cody Gleason.
Gotcha. Well, there you go. So we've got you set up there. So Stewart's Creek and Wilson Central will play Blackman and Siegel in some form or fashion in the region tournament, and that would be hosted by the winner of tomorrow's Stewart's Creek Wilson Central game. So that's kind of the lineup for baseball there. Softball kicking off. Stewart's Creek will play coming up here in a few. Smyrna was trailing Wilson Central just a few minutes ago. And Eagleville baseball a winner over Fayetteville tonight, 15-0. And the game's over in 8-4A softball this evening. Siegel and Riverdale are playing right now. I have no score on that one. And at 7 o'clock tonight, it will be Oakland, the number 1 seed, who had a bye in the first round, taking on Rockvale. The winner of that game to face Blackman. The Siegel-Riverdale loser will be eliminated. The winner will move on. So that's kind of a look at that tournament. We'll get all the region brackets for baseball when we're set for that online. Get you some links at wgnssports.com. That's all on your Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. And the scoreboard here at Eagleville shows that they're winners in the district championship game 10-0 in 6 innings over the Moore County Raiders. And our next action will be Wednesday and or Thursday. Don't know what. It will be softball because that's all that we'll be playing during that time. And we'll at least bring you one game, hopefully. We've got some weather to look at, too. So we'll keep an eye on all of that and be here for that. And Wilson Central leads Smyrna 5-2 after 5. So go into the 6th inning in that one. Going to take a comeback from Smyrna to stay in the winner's bracket. I guess that's about it, John, don't you think?
I think so. Nice day at Eagleville. Thank Mr. Pettigo and Mr. Brown for their assistance, and Coach Bassham, of course.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a fun day at the ballpark. I want to thank, of course, everybody here at Eagleville for their hospitality here tonight. And as John mentioned, I want to thank our producer back at the station, Jackson Smith. For John Dinkins, Brian Barrett. We're signing off here from Eagleville, site of the District 9A Championship, and the region tournaments will start this weekend here at Eagleville. So long, everybody, until the next time we meet at the game. Braves baseball coming up.
Rutherford County's biggest sports events are on News Radio WGNS, FM 101.9, FM 100.5, AM 1450, streaming at wgnssports.com, on our iPhone and Android apps, and always at the game.
Next on